Welcome to the channel, Coin Collectors. Today, we're uncovering some rare and valuable Lincoln cent pennies that could be worth thousands. Stick around as we dive into the top 3 pennies every collector should know about. These are the ones to keep an eye on. First up, we have the 1970 Lincoln cent penny without a mint mark. This one may look ordinary, but trust me, there's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. The 1970 Lincoln cent is already an interesting coin in itself. It's part of the series that began in 1909 when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to honor the 16th President of the United States. Over the years, there have been countless variations and minting errors, but the 1970 cent stands out because of something that happened with its production. The 1970 coin had a particular issue with its dies, which resulted in some highly sought-after error varieties. While most 1972 pennies were struck in Philadelphia, some unique and rare varieties exist, including one of the most famous errors in the numismatic world, the 1970 double die obverse, often abbreviated as DDO. This error occurred during the minting process when the die was misaligned, resulting in noticeable doubling of the inscriptions on the coin, particularly the word Liberty and the year 1972. These double dies are highly prized by collectors, and they are considered one of the most iconic and valuable varieties of the Lincoln cent series. Now, here's the kicker. A standard 1970 Lincoln cent, without a mint mark, showing noticeable wear and discoloration, might only be worth a few cents, probably not something you'd think to collect or hold on to. However, if you manage to find a 1970 DDO, the value can soar into the thousands. In fact, a coin in extremely fine condition could fetch around $5,500, and if you're lucky enough to find a mint state 66, it could go for as much as $7,500. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth thousands. But not every 1972 penny is created equal. While the DDO is the most well-known, there are other varieties of doubling to look for as well. One such example is the FS104. Where you'll see clear doubling on both the date and the word Liberty. The value of these coins can range from $13,500 in good condition to an astonishing $19,000 for an example in near-perfect mint state quality. Now, let's take a look at a 1975 Lincoln cent with a D mint mark. This coin might not have the same flashy doubling error as the 1972, but it has its own set of unique characteristics and rarity factors that make it valuable to collectors. The 1975 penny stands out for a few reasons. For one, the 1975 series marked the 200th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. The mint was established in 1792, and 1975 was an important year to commemorate that milestone. But it's not just the historical significance of the year that makes this penny interesting, it's the role of the mint mark. Pennies from 1975 were struck at 2 different mints: the Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without a mint mark, and the Denver Mint, which used the D mint mark to identify their coins. Now, most 1975 pennies are fairly common, especially if they were struck in Philadelphia, but the 1975 D coin struck at the Denver Mint is the one you want to keep an eye on. While you might find one in good condition for only a few cents, higher quality examples can be worth significantly more. In fact, a 1975 Lincoln cent in MS65 condition might be valued at $1,000 to $1,500, while coins in MS67 condition could fetch upwards of $2,500 to $3,000. But here's where it gets even more interesting. There are certain rare error varieties in the 1975 series that can significantly boost a penny's value. For instance, a 1975 D with a double die obverse or a die crack can fetch around $3,000 to $4,000, depending on the severity of the error. And, believe it or not, some of these rare errors can even top $10,000 if you find them in pristine condition. The 1975 D coin is often overlooked, but its potential lies in finding the right condition or spotting those minor imperfections that can make it a valuable asset. So, if you're sorting through some pennies and happen to come across a 1975 D with an unusual die mark or a slight doubling, definitely hold on to it, because it might just be worth more than you think. Now, for our last coin of the day, we have the 1969 Lincoln cent penny with a D mint mark. This one is a true gem in the world of numismatics. The 1969 penny, with its D mint mark, is notable for a couple of reasons. First of all, it marks the end of an era in Lincoln cent design. It's the last year before the U.S. Mint introduced some major design changes in the 1970s, but the 1969 D is most famous for a very specific error, the 1969 D double die obverse. This is one of the most sought-after errors among collectors, and for good reason. The doubling on these coins is extremely noticeable, especially on the word Liberty and the date 1969. It's a fantastic example of an error coin that could be hiding in your collection right now, and it's a true treasure for any collector. Now, if you happen to find a 1969 D double die obverse in good condition, you're looking at a value of around $500 to $800. But, and here's the exciting part, if you find one in near perfect mint state condition, the price can shoot up to $1,000 or even more, depending on the severity of the doubling and the overall condition of the coin. These coins are truly a rare find, and if you're lucky enough to own one, you've struck gold. In fact, a well-graded 1969 D in MS65 or MS66 condition could easily fetch $1,500 to $2,000 at auction. But the real showstopper is if you happen to have a coin in MS67 or higher. These rarer, higher-graded coins could easily sell for $10,000 or more. Yes, that's a potential $10,000 for a single penny. Just goes to show how valuable these error varieties can be. So, there you have it, 3 incredibly rare and valuable Lincoln cent pennies. Whether it's the 1970 to DDO, the 1975 D with unique error varieties, or the ever-elusive 1969 D double die, each of these coins has the potential to skyrocket in value, depending on their condition and the presence of any rare errors. Remember, when it comes to coin collecting, it's all about knowing what you have, understanding the history, and keeping a sharp eye out for those rare and valuable gems that can turn a simple penny into a collector's treasure. The world of coin collecting isn't just about rare finds. It's also about the thrill of the hunt and the joy of learning more about our nation's history through these tiny pieces of metal. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And, of course, if you have any questions or thoughts about these coins, or maybe you've got some rare pennies of your own, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you and continue the conversation.